Hey GolfPass, it's John Montgomery, and today we got the full swing launch monitor here to help dial in your driver. Specifically, we're going to be talking about the launch angle and the spin rate, which is going to have a big effect on how your ball is flying, especially if you have some windy conditions. So it's important to be able to control, or at least have an idea of what to do in order to either launch the ball higher or flight it down a little bit lower into the wind. So let's talk about the into the wind shot first. We're here in Florida. It gets a little windy here sometimes. So what you want to do, there's a couple different ways to make sure that we can launch that ball a little bit lower and keep the spin rate down. First one is we like to tee it down just a little bit lower, making sure that we're not, hitting up on it too much. That's going to launch the ball higher in the air. Teeing it lower will help you swing a little bit more level so that ball comes out a little bit flatter. Getting that launch angle closer to maybe around 10 degrees, 9 degrees, so that we can flight it under the wind. The next thing you want to do is swing a little bit easier, okay? Because a full speed is going to have a little bit more spin on the golf ball and make it climb in the air. So when you're trying to knock it down, you should swing easy, right? When it's breezy, swing it easy. I heard that tip before. So let's take a practice swing. We're going to try to make a nice smooth swing here. I'm going to put the ball position front middle-ish, a little bit more towards the middle, so that again, I can have that a little bit more of a descending angle of attack so that I can launch that ball a little bit lower here. So we're looking down the fairway, ball positions a little bit more towards the middle. I'm going to make a nice smooth swing here, and we're going to see if we can launch it around 9 degrees and keep that spin rate down close to about 2,000. There we go. So that one came out nice and flat. With that breeze into my face, we get that thing to launch right around there. There we go, 10 degrees, and keeping that spin rate right around that 2,000. That way that ball doesn't climb and rise up into the air where the wind is really going to beat it up. Even if it's blowing left or right or into, you want to have a little bit more control over what that ball is doing. And now let's take a look at another one. Let's say that we are downwind. It's a par 5. There's not too much out there, right? We got a pretty open runway. So we're going to tee that ball up a little bit higher. In reference, if you're looking at the middle of the golf ball, I like to have the middle of the golf ball just above the crown whenever I want to launch it higher. And if I'm hitting it lower, then I put the middle of the golf ball right underneath the crown of the driver. Just a little reference there for you. So we're going to tee this one up higher because it's downwind. We want it to ride the wind all the way down as long as we can to get closer to that hole. Okay, so when it comes to hitting the ball higher, we're going to move that ball position further forward. Like to have it all the way up here by your left foot. We're going to make sure that our shoulders have a little bit of tilt to them. This is like the launching angle of your ball, right? So we're going to have the shoulders a little tilted here, and then we're going to swing up into the air, making sure that we have a nice positive attack angle. We're going to see if we can launch this golf ball around 15 or 16 degrees, and then we also want to take some of the spin rate off. Usually the higher you launch it, the more the spin rate kind of drops down also. So that ball will not only launch high, but hit the ground and have a chance to roll out a little bit more to get you that max distance. So here we go. Ball position is going to be up at the front. A little bit of lean to the shoulders there. And we're going to make sure that we're swinging up nice and high to launch this ball as high as we can so it can ride the wind. There we go. That one launched up there pretty good. And there we go, right there, right around 15 degrees. So beautiful there. That thing's going to take the wind and just soar all the way down the fairway. So it's a great tip if you want to change how you are flighting that golf ball. Depending on the conditions, you can use your full swing to help dial that in. And if you want to learn more about the Full Swing Simulator, go ahead and click the link down below, and all the information will be right there for you.